Alright guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today we have our awesome BMW 335i that we recently picked up. One of you lucky people is actually going to win this car when we're all done with it. So we've gone ahead and partnered up with a company called Kies Motorsports, K-I-E-S. You can see the link down below. And they've gone ahead and actually provided us quite a few parts for this build-up, and we're super pumped to have them on board. All the products showed up packaged epically, and we really have pretty much all of the bits here that we need to get this build pretty much complete. So a huge shout out to Kies Motorsports for providing us with some awesome BMW parts. If you guys have a BMW or interested in some performance parts, hit them up. We've got a few things to tackle today. It's gonna be a little bit all over the place, but we're gonna start with the intake system. I'm gonna go ahead and get that popped on here, and we'll show you guys how it's done. Alright, so the MST performance intake system is, I guess, complete actually. It's actually a super easy install, probably like a 2 out of 10 on a scale. You're basically just removing the factory stuff, and if you're intuitive enough, you can take a look at the factory thing, how it comes out, and that's exactly how this goes in, other than building this small box. What's cool is they machined a couple triangle pieces that actually push right into the factory rubber isolators. I went ahead and upgraded their hardware with some Downstar stuff here with a nice beauty washer, so it looks cool. And yeah, the wrinkle black finish is actually really good looking here. It definitely stands out more than the rest of the stuff in the engine bay, but it's still subtle enough that it's not in your face when you pop the hood. So, nice product.
Onto the carbone.
Onto the carbon. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and install our awesome Kies Motorsports carbon fiber mirror caps. These include the little wing here that you can see. Our factory mirror does not have this. This is M3 styling. We thought it looked a little cooler, so we're gonna add that. Creates this sort of little tunnel of air that goes through here, which is pretty neat. One of the common misconceptions about installing these is that you just pop these off. Yes, you do, but that's not really how it works. So, as you can see here, there's 3 clips that hold this on, and they just push together. So they're a pressure clip that once you have this mirror cap off, you can just press this one in. I'm not gonna go through and do a step-by-step tutorial on how to remove these. If you do wanna do this job and you would like to watch a step-by-step, you can check out Kies Motorsports YouTube page.
I'll link it. I'll do it.
There's a link in the description, so click on that. So shout out to Brian for making that video. So got my pry tool, and yeah, I'll go ahead and get cracking on this. A little nerve-wracking.
You do it from this side. Oh, you pull the glass off.
Okay, so I've removed the glass mirror portion, so now I have access to our clips in here, so I can now push this off. I went ahead and removed this so that we don't damage it. There's 2 wires that plug into these terminals here. If you want, you can mark them. I just went ahead and set them aside so I know which way they go. We can put this back on and it pops back in. Now on to getting this mirror cap off. All right, so now that our mirror caps are done, they look awesome. We're gonna move on to this Keys Motorsports F30 shark fin antenna cover. This thing's pretty badass. It weighs nothing. It feels like paper. The construction appears to be like autoclave style dry carbon. This is what quality carbon fiber work looks like. It's beautiful. I almost wish it was raw like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you guys didn't see off camera is I already cleaned the shark fin. You want to degrease it and get any film or anything that would not allow the tape, the two-sided tape, to stick off of the shark fin. I've already done that. I've already peeled the backing, as you saw. So now we just want to go ahead and place this over the stock unit. Now, one thing that's important, if you're in a climate that's cold, get this a little warm so that this actually has a chance to stick. If it's cold where you are, it's probably not going to stick real well, and this thing's going to come off on the freeway. Here it's summer in San Diego, and it is very warm outside, and this car is very warm, so I'm not too worried about it sticking well. It's going to stick real nice. Yep, that ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna lift the car from that thing. Super simple install. Fitment is perfect. Shout out to Keys for some dope carbon work. All right, so on to the next carbon bit. We've got the Keys full carbon, very lightweight. I'm assuming it's the same construction as our shark fin. I love the styling. It's just a nice little, just off the back. I wouldn't really call it a ducktail, but
High kick.
it definitely has a, yeah, it has a high kick to it. So it's gonna look really good on there. But in order to apply this, we actually need to put some 3M tape on here. This does not mount with fasteners, so you're not drilling holes in your trunk. This is just 3M tape, which is adequate for this. All right, so this wing did not have 3M two-sided tape on it, so we went ahead and applied that, as you guys saw. Authentic 3M tape. Shout out to them for making the best adhesives. And now, we have to go lay this on the deck lid. I've already wiped the deck lid down. You'll want to degrease it and get any debris off of the deck lid that you can before you do this, so that you get good adhesion. I've already test fitted the part to make sure that there's no gaps or any weird fitment issues, and it actually fits super snug. There's a little raised edge actually on the bottom of the wing that's in the mold that actually allows it to sort of position itself on the trunk. You push it till it catches, get yourself a line left to right, and that's essentially how it's gonna look. But we gotta pull the tape off. And there's a little trick to this. I actually only used 2 pieces of 3M tape here, so I'm gonna kick up each side of the tape, but I'm not gonna remove the tape all the way. So you just give yourself enough tail here, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna use these small areas to get the wing sort of lined up where you go, where it's gonna go without sticking it fully to the car, because once this stuff is stuck, it is really difficult to get off, and trust me, you don't wanna be trying to pry it off.
The whole thing.
You run the risk of damaging the wing. So we're gonna go ahead and get this lined up. With those indents, you can line it up pretty easy, but you wanna make sure your tails of your 3M tape, so see I have my thumb holding it here. So as you can see, this wing is pretty stable already with just the corners down. And that's why you start both sides.
Slow and steady.
Well, see, because I had to cut the holes out, the drain holes. So the tape is very thin. That's why it ripped. But that's why you pull both sides, because otherwise I'd have been screwed. Okay, now that one's off. Now we'll pull the front one. This one should come off pretty nice because I didn't have to trim it at all. All right, so now we have full 3M tape exposure. Now we want to work ourselves from the center out. So as you can see, the wing's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, so last but not least on our install list today are these Motorsport hardware studs. So this is basically a conversion kit that's gonna take our car that used to accept a lug bolt. Now we're gonna be using a lug nut on these studs. So this threads into where our bolt used to thread in, leaving us with studs behind, and then we've got these sweet Motorsport hardware lightweight and hollow lug nuts. So these will go on there like that. And these are extended, so in case we decide to go racing, we can do pit lane style wheel changes.
For me, this is one of those things that makes your life so much easier, and it's such a cheap mod. I did it on my E46, and I recommend doing it on all BMWs. It's super easy to do, and it works perfectly. Well, they have a set for pretty much everything. So if you guys are interested in motorsport hardware, check out the link in the description for those. And one other thing to note is to make sure that you match up the lug seat on the lug nut with the lug seat on your wheel. BMWs use a conical lug seat, and so do the HRE flow forms, and it's always just good practice just to double check. So what I mean by lug seat is right here. So the edge of this is chamfered and it's straight, and they call that a conical lug seat. We can see it in this direction as well. Let me go grab a Porsche lug nut and you'll see what that looks like. So this is an example of a Porsche lug nut, and you can see, it might be a little hard to see on camera, that the seating is more round. So it's not really a true ball seat, but Porsche kind of has their own specific one. So you just got to be careful. It's just one little thing to check. Most cars, most tuner wheels or tuner lug nuts, meaning an aftermarket lug nut, they do come in conical, and you just want to make sure that that's all lined up and you have the right lug seat. That way your wheels don't wobble or fall off on the highway.
Alright guys, well that's a wrap on the Motorsports hardware. We've got our extended studs and the nice open-ended lugs so that they can show through. It's a nice look.
Okay, now that Mickey and Ed just finished doing all these very nice carbon fiber pieces on the 335i, I am actually going to start prepping the car so we can put the M Sport bumpers. So I'm going to be removing the rear bumper, the side skirts, the front bumper, and we'll see what else I take off while I'm in there.
That's it.
One down, 3 more to go. Alright, so I must say, this was easier than I thought it was going to be. Now, rear bumper. Alright, so let's recap. Front bumper, pretty easy. Side skirts, super easy. Oh, that rear bumper, that took a lot longer than expected for sure. So there you have it. Rear bumper, front bumper, and side skirt. This is how the car is looking so far. Honestly, that's just the front bumper. That was super easy. And to remove the rear bumper, you do have to remove the rear tail lights. All right guys, so now that that's done, I'll give it back to Evan.
All right guys, so I walked back out to the shop. Ricky got this thing torn apart in like what, 20, 30 minutes maybe? Looks good, looks like it's ready for the M Sport kit, but unfortunately it's super hot here in the shop today, and I know this video is already getting kind of long. So we're gonna stop this video here, and I appreciate you guys for watching it all the way to the end. But stay tuned, the next video we're gonna be getting that M Sport kit on, and we will continue the rest of the modifications that we received in from Keys Motorsports. So, whoa, it's really dark. So huge thank you once again. We appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We read all of the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, guys. Fish update. Dan's here.
Bartlett Antheus.
Oh, that is cool.
Please hold this for us. Yeah.
Is this the
same as the one we have?
Yep. So we already have one of these, but he's lonely.
Is this
So-
the same one?
Yeah.
Got a new friend.
We got a coral that you can't see now. That's a nice neon green. Basically, it's a Lobo. It's a donut coral. It's all Lobo. Then we got the Mickey's favorite.
Pipefish.
Those pipefish.
Oh, yeah. Twin dragons.
Twin dragons. And then we got a maroon orange Linkia starfish.
Sweet.
Is that Patrick?
El starfish.
It's Patrick.
There you go. It's Patrick.
Wait, he's got an extra
And we got
leg.
2 new
happens
pipefish.
sometimes.
Check them out.
Whoa.
So if you guys want corals, or if you guys looking for corals, sccorals.com.
Yes, sir. I ship everywhere. Everywhere.
All right, let's put these guys in. Let's see if the other one's in here.
Did the other one die?
He might be a goner. He was here over the weekend.
We might have.
Damn.
Let's get this guy because Nick was saying his favorite color is green or whatever. So I brought this one.
Oh, we got a new one.
A new one. Let's find a good place for this. Maybe right over here.
Put Patrick in there.
Yeah, Patrick. I'll just drop him. Dunk.